Steampunk guy. Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday to you. You just fix this right here so I can see the chat. How many people? We've got 70 people here. So happy Halloween to everybody. I'm Steampunk Guy, and she is my Arabian princess. And if you want to show us your costumes, you're welcome to come on and show. You don't even have to come and, tell a ghost story or not. If you want to do a ghost story, that's great. If you don't, or you want to share anything, that's cool. You know how we always do on Saturday nights. And so we are happy to see everybody. And we've got Merlin here to get started. And so we've got Merlin here, and we're just going to be hanging out. And I don't know how long I'm going to keep her here. Let me thing, but we'll keep Mara here. Let's see. So for those of you let's close this. So for those of you that are new, that's why it's the JeffMara Podcast, because she is a very important unseen part of the podcast. And my last name is Reynolds. So for those of you that don't know, now you know. And we have Merlin here, and we haven't seen him for a little while, so it's good that he's back. And he will be starting us off with one of his readings for everybody. And usually what he does is he separates it into 3 groups, 1, 2, and 3. So you'll have to separate it into whatever group you want to be in. And thank you guys for all the love out there. Thank you so much. Here he comes. Merlin, can you hear us?
Hey, what's up? Y'all look great.
Thanks. How are you?
Good, good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm Tarot Marine tonight.
You are a Marine tonight. You are combat. You are combat
Tarot
ready.
Marine.
Tarot Marine. I like that. Tarot Marine.
My weapons are the cards.
If you got some new cards?
Oh no, my weapon. I just said my weapons are the cards.
Oh, there you go. Instead of you're fighting for peace.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
That sounds great, actually. I mean, I think we all should strive for that.
So, where have you been lately? We haven't seen you in a while.
Been processing a lot. My mother recently died.
Oh.
So we had to attend her funeral.
My sincere condolences.
It's okay. She's still around though. I mean, because I know for a fact. Because I went. If you want to check it out, I sent you the link to my live stream. This was live. This is edited.
Right.
And so you can get one of these yourselves, right? And test it.
Oh, that's
at 9 little ghost box.
Yeah, they're one of those kind of ghost box things.
This is the older model though, like PSB7, not the PSB11, the big one. But at 9 minutes and 6 seconds, you can hear my name, Nathan.
Cool.
And then, yes, you got it. So just whenever you have time, and at see where else does it say something? I think after at 9:25, it's very faint. But if you have headphones, it says I'm dead. Then after that, I ask how many guides are around me, and in real time, real response, it gives me 3 or 5 or maybe 35, but you can definitely hear 3 and 5.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is legit.
Has she visited you in a dream?
No, I haven't had any dreams about her, but I did get her voice earlier today come through. But that was personal. So it was her voice. But yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, this is not the end. This is just temporary, but we go on, and she's still around. So
right. Do you think it's possible that she's leaving you any signs, like pennies or dimes or feathers or anything?
Well, I think so. I think it's possible. I haven't had any direct signs, but I'm sure in the future there will be. But yeah, it's very possible in the future. But I haven't had anything other than the ghost box. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started on a reading.
All righty. I'm going to use the
My
rider way.
my wife offers you her condolences, and I don't think you can hear her.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's gonna go to her station, and she's going to man the chat. Give me 1 second.
Right.
Let me just kind of move myself over here. All right, I'm ready.
All righty.
All right, so
what are you tonight, by the way? I can't.
Well, it just says steam. It's like steampunk costume, and I had to pick something this year where my face is open so I could talk. Last year I had that devil mask, which left my mouth open, but a lot of people didn't like that mask, so I went something not so dark this year.
It's something I would do. Something I would wear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get started. This is the rider weight. So I can't see what is what. And so let's start shuffling them.
All right.
And I'm going to shuffle them a little bit, and I'm going to pick 3 from the top here. But this, with the clarifying cards, Jeff, I'm going to let them fly out.
All right. So this is your choice, your chance now. You can choose pile 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
Merlin's going to put it in 3 piles. If you want a reading, you can choose that now. And he'll pick 2 cards. I guess you would call a primary card and then a confirmation card.
Yes, sir. That's it. And I'm gonna let them fly out. I'm not gonna pick them from 3 from the top. I just did that. It's more. I feel like it. I don't know. I just feel like that method at first is. It's like whatever. It's what it's meant to be. Because I mean, energy. We're all energy beings, and if there is a divine message that needs to be heard by the people, then it will unfold as it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. First card, clarify, please. First card. First card.
Mm-hmm.
First card. First card. No. First card, please.
There are. Grooming drop by Geo says 5. There's only 3 piles.
They've got 1. Yeah, there's only 3 cards. 3 piles, that's right. The extra cards are just clarifiers.
Right.
Clarify 2. Oh wow. Oh, well, okay. So I'm gonna pick the
we
one.
Got a lot of we got a lot of 2s so far. I guess 2 is the most popular number.
Okay, I just want to clarify to the audience. Like I'm the one that flew out. A couple flew out. I'm gonna go with the one on top for the second one, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna reshuffle this deck and get the third one. Just want to be clear so people don't think I'm trying to rig it in some way, but that wouldn't make much sense. All right. Third one, please. Third one. Verify third. Third, please. Verify third. Verify third, please. Okay, see that one wants to come out.
That one's asking to be picked.
Oh yes, absolutely. All right, everybody ready?
Ready.
All righty.
I'm ready.
Okay, for the first one, we'll see what it is. Okay, get it up. Oh, judgment. First card, judgment card.
All right.
Now with the judgment card, it's about seeing things clearly, and it's about ruling with truth and with your heart. Okay, so if you're going through a legal matter, the law might be on your side in some way. Now, if it's the reverse, it'd be kind of not so in your favor. Right. Let's see what the clarifier card says. Oh wow, the magician. Magician, guys.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's the manifester. In traditional tarot, you can manifest things, and of course, you have the affinity sign over the magician's head, meaning he can. There's a constant flow of magic and energy, and that's what they call the manifester, and it's associated with number 8 as well. This says you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Okay, so this is very clear. This is about legal trouble or about seeing the truth of the situation with someone or maybe the particular individual themselves. So, but remember, you're the manifester. So if there's like something with contracts or documents or anything like that, or just something, even relationships about the truth of it, you're the manifester. You can have whatever you're going through land in your favor, so to speak. That's what I'm getting from that. The second one, sir.
Oh,
Go
it's
ahead.
okay. I was going to say you can kind of manifest yourself or manifest this legal problem in your favor, right?
That's what this is. This is what that was saying. So I would say, yeah,
Mm.
100% with that. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good hand. And plus,
Yeah.
you're leading. You're manifesting with truth too, as well. Like you're cutting through all the bull BS, and you're going right forward to what is real. Oh wow, number 8. Talking about the magician. This is number 8. So you can see the guy is walking away. He's leaving a certain situation. What it could be a what I don't know yet. I'm gonna use a clarifier, but I'm just gonna guess that you're walking away for something. Maybe you're going toward um better, the grass is green on the other side type of thing. You're in a bad situation, you're leaving it, and you're gonna go to a new direction. We'll see what the clarifier says though about that. Oh, Knight of Earth. Yeah, because it's a knight. So this is definitely moving energy here, guys. All right. So also known as Knight of Coins in traditional tarot. This is moving. This movement energy toward a new direction. Let's see what the description says. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. So yes, you're going in a new direction, guys. If you pick pile 2, and you are divinely guided by an angel, according to this, guys. All right. So this is great.
Mhm.
This is awesome. All right. For guys that got pile 3, ooh, okay. Queen of Wands in reverse, guys. Okay. That's not necessarily bad though. Okay. All right. The Queen of Wands is like a ruler. She rules through. She's got full abundance, um, fire, passion, and people. She's respected. But this is in reverse. What's what the clarifier says about this? Okay, 3 of air. All right. Well, in other words, 3 of swords. I mean, you may people with this right here may be going through some type of heartbreak, but you're going to heal with time, okay? And that would explain the Queen of Wands because you don't have that passion because your heart's hurting, right? Your heart, you're sad, you're in some situation. We'll see what the description says. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. So yeah, so as soon as your heart heals, you'll become that Queen of Wands in the upright position. All right, you'll get that passion once again. All right. You just need time to heal. All right, guys.
So they're
So
basically all positive readings today, right?
yes, yeah, but well, except for the pile, I'm gonna be real. Pile 3, there's a lot of sadness there,
Hmm.
but you're gonna heal with time,
Right.
and they'll be able to create abundance, and they'll be able to command that respect again, have that fire and passion, and also because she's the Queen of Wands, it's also connected to intuition too as well, like mysticism and stuff like that as well can also be applied to that. So yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I hope that you got the reading that you were hoping to get or that you wanted to get. I hope I hope that meant something for you.
Yeah, and please, if I also implore a lot of people go to my page, Merlin of Fake King's Crown. I did that live stream, Jeff, and it's
Mm-hmm.
legit. I promise. It's not edited. This was a live stream,
Mm.
and there's several voices that I did. I don't. Excuse me. I documented 2 of them, but there's a lot more than that. So between 9 minutes and 6 seconds, 9 minutes and 7, you hear Nathan, my name, and you
Mm-hmm.
can wear headphones. I can hear it on my phone without headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And then 9:25, it's very faint. It says I'm dead.
Now,
And
let me ask you
mhm,
this, Marlon. Do you,
mhm.
since I don't have anybody here up next, what if you turned it on right now? Do you think we could possibly hear something?
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
so
Hopefully, hopefully.
Merlin has one of these ghost boxes. Maybe his mom will come through on the box during the stream. And since nobody's here waiting in line, we got a
Okay.
few minutes. We'll just try real quick and see if she'll give us a message.
So he says a radio, and it sweeps through the stations, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let me know if you can hear it. I'm gonna try to because I had to stick it to the. I couldn't hear it myself, so I stick it as close as I can to the phone. Can you hear that?
It's pretty low in volume.
Okay. What if I do it like this side?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, it's better right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask questions. Do you have anything you'd like me to ask?
No? Maybe you can say something like, "Hi, Mom, are you here?"
Okay. Is my mom here by chance? Are there any spirits around right now? This is your chance to speak. Please do so. And if there are any spirits around, can you tell me how many? See, that's why the video I had on my live stream is 16 minutes, because it's not like that. It takes energy for them, because it's harder to interact with the physical world when you're formless. Basically, you're just thoughts and energy.
Now, when you heard the voices, was it clear that you heard a voice? Like it was a nice, clear voice?
Well, during the live stream, like I said, I heard something, but I didn't know it was Nathan until I went back and watched the live stream. Then I listened for every little voice that came through, and that's how I was able to timestamp it. But during the live, it's hard for me to hear. But one I did hear solid was when I said how many are around me, and that was clear as day. It said 3 or 5, and some kind of, that's because it's going through different stations, like 6 per second, and that was a continuous voice, and that's almost impossible just to be radio. Let's see something. Let me try to open myself up more, because it's also about us, because we're the portals. We ourselves are portals and gateways. That's why the Ouija board works. It's not because it's magic. We are the magic, not the board. Okay, I'm asking anybody or any soul that wants to speak, make their presence known. This is your time to speak. Are there any angels around me? Any angels here? Any gods? Make yourself known.
You know, the sound changed when you said angels and guides.
It's like like it's trying to do something.
Yeah.
Okay. Touch my hand and make yourself known, please. Any angels here? Touch my hand and speak. And if there are any angels here, how many are you in here? Touch my hand. Did you hear something? A woman's voice. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Not that I.
There's a woman's voice. I heard a woman's voice in there. I promise. Hold on. Can you come back and speak again, please? Can you be a little bit louder, please? Touch my hand. Touch my hand and speak, please. The woman's voice that I heard. Please come through again. What's your name?
I don't know if it's your webcam or your lighting in your room is about to die, but the lighting in your room keeps changing from dark to light.
That's weird. It's a solid light.
Right now it got darker.
That's that's odd. Okay, let's see.
We're not
Hey,
put. Oh,
go ahead. All right, I saw it. I saw it that time. The lighting, yeah. Okay, there's a little. If you could, I don't know if you heard that, but a little female's voice came. A little quiet female voice came through. Who are you? Make yourself known. Try moving it a
almost
little
seems
bit
like
over
it's trying to come through.
here. Maybe I. Anybody here? If okay, I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. I'm gonna be real. That means okay. Look, just give me a few more minutes
Wow,
if you
you're
can.
feeling dizzy?
Just give me a couple. Just give me a few more minutes. I know I can get something to come through. Yeah, whenever I start feeling, they're drawing my energy. They're drawing energy now. I know they are. I can feel it. I'm getting lightheaded, like I'm about to pass out.
Wow.
Who are you, please? Who are you? Who's drawing my energy? Come through and speak, please. This is your time. Say something. Is my mom here? Say something, please. What is your name? So you can tell it's legit because when the voice does come through, you're hearing nothing but static right now, right? And so it's been doing that for a good 5 minutes.
Minnie Rapunzel, thank you for that super thanks, and we love you too.
Try to get something to come through, but yeah, you can. I'm using the same device, so if you see my live stream, you can. I got something there, but I am feeling like they're trying to draw something from me because I'm feeling like you know that feeling when you're sitting down, you stand up too fast, and you get lightheaded, and you want to fall down. That's what I'm getting right now. So they're definitely drawing energy around here.
I've got 2 people on waiting on me. Why don't we try this if you're up for it? If you're going to be here, then leave it on. And then maybe if it starts getting action, then come back in. If you got to go, you got to go, and it's no big deal.
Okay, for sure. That's awesome. Yes, I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Merlin. Let's see. Oh, he's gone already. All right, so Barbara's here. And we're waiting for her to get in. Now, I put a brand new, if you look down in the description below, there is a brand new Discord link if you want to join Discord. They only last about 7 days. So I think a lot of times, not a lot, but sometimes people will contact me after the live stream and they'll be one, and it doesn't work. And that's why it doesn't work. So that is there. Barbara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. And there you are. All right. Very cool mask.
Yeah.
What is that mask? I was gonna say Egyptian, but then I was like, no, it's not Egyptian. Although it kind of looks. What is that from?
I can't see or talk through it, but it's from Jakarta, Bali, in Indonesia. Yeah, my boyfriend went there and he got that.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for showing it to us.
Yeah. Yep.
So do you have any spooky stories for us?
Well, yeah, I had said a couple weeks ago I would talk about the my experience with the Ouija board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And I had lost my father and asked my mother to get me a Ouija board. And I wanted to try and contact him.
Was that a good idea or a bad idea?
Very bad.
Uh-oh. Okay, so we got to get ready for it then.
Yeah. I had my friends and me, 2 of my friends, we were playing with it. We didn't believe in it.
Hmm.
We asked questions. And there was an Uncle Jim that had gotten in a car accident that I wasn't aware of that I had.
Hmm.
My mom said it was true. So then we started believing more. And of course, the spirit said it was my dad, but I don't think I ever really talked to him.
Mm.
My friends would come over once in a while, we'd play with it, but they weren't coming over much, so I started playing with it by myself. And I wasn't sure if I was pushing it or it was being pushed. So I asked the spirit to knock twice for yes and once for no. And I just put the board out and put that thing on there. And I didn't think it would work, but the spirit was able to knock on the walls twice for the questions and once for no.
So you were hearing knocks on the walls, not moving
Mhm.
around the board, but on the
Yeah,
wall? Wow.
yeah.
That must have been
And
scary.
I had a friend. It was months that went by. I was so obsessed with it. That's all I would do. I wouldn't go play with my friends. I wouldn't go
Hmm.
outside. I would just sit in my room and play with the Ouija board and talk to different spirits.
Hmm.
And I had a friend over who hadn't been over in a while. And the two of us were alone. We were sitting on the living room floor, and I told her, I said, "Watch this." And I told her to ask a question, and the knocks came right up from under where she was sitting.
Wow.
And she screamed and ran out of the house. And I'm like, "What's your problem?" You know? And she's like, "That's just not normal. What you're doing isn't normal." So they had called they wanted me to go see a priest at the
Hmm.
church.
Hmm.
So the three of us went and talked to a priest about it.
Hmm.
And I told him the different things that happened. And he had said he wanted everybody who's ever been involved with it or touched it to get together, to burn it, and never to talk about the different things that happened again. Curiously, I was going to go say goodbye. So I asked if it was the devil, and it knocked yes. Yeah. So I had, when I went to college, I did like a book report, like a verbal book report. They're supposed to report on something. So I did that, and pretty much nobody believed me. Oh, that was fine. But that was actually the last time I talked about it until tonight.
Oh, wow. It's a long
Yeah,
time.
because there was a lot of things that happened. I had a friend that we had bunk beds. I was on the top bunk, she was underneath. The bunk bed lifted up and fell on top of her, and curtain rods fell, and it was just a lot of bad things.
Do you think you opened some kind of portal and you never closed it?
Yeah, I think we closed it when we burnt it, but I did sleep on the couch for almost a year. I wouldn't go in my room, and I would just like not listen to uh I didn't do any kind of calling or talking to the spirit
Hmm.
or anything like that anymore, you know?
Was this a Catholic priest?
Yes.
Did he want to come to your house and kind of, do anything with your house and the
We
space?
had we had holy water from Greece,
Hmm.
and my dad had shown my older brother how to bless the house. So we did it that way, but yeah, when we talked to the priest, his face got red and his eyes got bloodshot, and he just knew it was something that, you better not, you shouldn't be messing with this.
Wow.
You
Do
know?
you think that all the times you were doing it alone, do you think that like possibly some kind of demon or something was trying to lure you to the other side?
Yeah, I do. As kids, we used to do a lot of things with conjuring up Mary Worth. I don't know if you remember that. You'd look in
Mm.
the mirror and you'd
Oh, in the
call
mirror.
Mary Worth the
Oh,
witch.
I remember there used to be some kind of Mary something. You'd look in the mirror and say it 3 times or something
Yeah,
in the dark.
yeah, yeah. And then we went in the closet where it was really dark and tried to conjure up a ghost. And
Mhm.
I remember we all saw something and I kicked the door open and we looked where the spot was where we saw it and there was like a burnt cross right there where we had seen it, but being 13 years old and not afraid of anything, and you know you're just going to do and try all kinds of crazy things. But when my daughter wanted a Ouija board,
Uh-uh.
I said no, absolutely not. And her friends came over with one. I said, get it out of the house. you know
Yeah, that was
I
smart.
mean, I did tell them what happened, but you know they're gonna do what they're gonna do too. But
Mhm.
I didn't want my house. I didn't want to go through that again.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah.
Well, Barbara, I got to run. I've got 2 people waiting on you, but on me. But thank you so much for
Yeah.
showing us your mask and sharing your Ouija board story.
Oh, it's perfect for Halloween.
It was perfect. And
All
don't be a
right.
stranger. Come back and visit us.
Okay. Bye, Jeff.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye. Mhm. All right, so the next person is Shira. Oh, yeah, and I want to say to Talise, I think that's right. Talise, thank you so much for the super thanks. I really appreciate it. Oh, that is? Wow, I hope Talise has got her. Did you get water going? I hope so. Yeah, she didn't she didn't have any water. That was terrible. Or is terrible. She's still suffering from that. All right, while we're waiting for Shira, below the video is the Zoom ID and password. So if you want to join, all you have to do is click join a meeting on Zoom, and it'll say enter the room ID, and then that's the room ID. And then it'll ask for the password, and then you just enter that password. And that's it. And then you should be right in. And this one says joining. Shira says joining. So we're just waiting on Shira. Also down below there is my personal Facebook page. If you want to friend me, you're welcome to do that. Also, you can click and be on the JeffMara Podcast Facebook page. And a lot of times I post news stories and stuff there. So you're welcome to like that. There is a link to our other channel called JeffMara. What is it? Is it JeffMara Podcast? It's NDE's JeffMara NDE Clips, I think. It's something like that. But it's basically the NDEs only, because we do other stuff besides NDEs, but it's just only NDEs, and we take out the beginning and the end. So all you hear is the guest telling their NDE story. And that's perfect for people who want to, just want to hear the NDE and don't want to sit there and, they don't have time, or they don't want to invest the time for the rest. And Shira didn't make it. Maybe she'll try again. So I guess maybe her Zoom crashed or something. So up next is Stephen Esta. Hopefully this will work. No, Stephen Esta. S-E. He's somebody new. And there's 184 of you there, so that means there should be 1.84 people waiting for me in the room. See if he'll make it. Sometimes everything goes really smooth with Zoom, and sometimes things seems to go off. And I'm not sure if this is just Something weird with Zoom or not? Oh, I heard him, so we got his audio online. Now we just got to get his audio was there. All right, so while we're waiting on that, we'll let you guys know coming week of what to expect.
I'm Steven Esta and Sophomore.
Steven, hello. Interesting. Oh, he's gone. It kind of sounded like a Halloween character. You missed him. Kind of almost sounded like the anonymous voice. Did you guys hear that? Anyways, I recorded a podcast with somebody yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and he was electrocuted in his boat, working on the boat air conditioner. And it shocked him. It sent him back like about 13 feet when it shocked him. I think it even melted his bracelet, which is pretty wild. He said he was wearing a magnetic bracelet, and it melted the bracelet. And he was kind of in and out of coma, but I think for like a week or 2 weeks. And he has some abilities since that. So we talked about that yesterday, and that will be posted tomorrow. Then tomorrow, let's recording another BE tomorrow. Sure, I didn't take my notes. Wow, we just got a lot of NDEs in a row. So if you love NDEs, you're going to really like this week. Tell us something spooky, Jeff. Hey, do I have any spooky stories? I don't know if I have any spooky stories. Maybe something will come to me while we're in between guests. I should have actually sat down and thought about that. Shira, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. What's going on you're in Memphis, right?
My utilities are out, but guess what I am?
Oh, Cocoa Bubbles. That's a great one.
No, but what am I?
Cocoa Pebbles. I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about that. A spoon?
I'm a serial killer.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a knife. That's a great one. That's a great one.
I'm in the dark and I got my makeup mirror over here. Yeah, I'm a serial killer.
That's an awesome idea. Good for you.
I got ready in the dark. Luckily, my makeup mirror has batteries. I have
Why don't you have power? What's going on?
Oh, we've got rain. Maybe it passed through y'all, but and it's going to be raining all night. I heard the transformer blow. We had a storm on Tuesday, and it blew. So whatever they replaced it with, obviously it wasn't a good one because this one blew too, and it's going to rain all night, and they can't work on it until it stops raining. So,
wow. Now you're in Memphis, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
How do you like living there?
You know, we got a lot of high crime and a lot of killings, like Chicago. We kind of fight back and forth for #1 spot. And thank God we're on a fault line. And I just thank God regularly that we don't get an earthquake. So it's like holy people versus gangs, and like, which one is God gonna say, you know, I'll let you ride? And you know, I don't know. So yeah, but I love the mountains, and I lived in Gatlinburg. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, Gatlinburg's amazing.
Low crime and gorgeous, and oh my gosh, I lived in Colorado. That was real pretty too. Sorry, the dogs are squeaking in the background. Okay. But I had a couple of things happen to me here recently, and it was I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so it was like when I met my angels before I went to Israel that we talked about in my interview. This was right before I woke up, so it was astral, in the astral plane, very lucid, like very lucid. And all of a sudden, this demon with like the horns that you had last year's costume, and bright red glowing eyes, and he was dark, brown and black and real bulky. And he shrieked and growled and lunged towards me. And he said, "I'm going to kill you."
Wow.
And I was kind of scared on the inside, but then I looked at him and I said, "You can't kill me. I'm a child of God." And he growled and he shrieked and he jumped back and then he leapt up like on top of this 2-story building. And I saw this woman in like a pool lounge chair. She was leaned back and she was like reading a magazine. And the demon grabbed the eaves of the building and threw it right down at her, and it landed right beside her. And I said, "There's a demon trying to kill people." And she said, and she closed her magazine. She said, "Yeah, I know." And she put her magazine down and she got up and she walked off.
Wow.
And that was it. And then I immediately woke up, and it was this fear subsiding with this confidence that, yes, I am a child of God, and knowing that and feeling that. And what beauty it was. It was beautiful, and it was confidence building, and it was a whole bunch of great stuff in the end. Well, the next night I went to sleep and was in this astral world, very lucid. I can't astral travel, but I know that I do. And people who astral travel, they see me and they talk to me on the astral plane. So I'm doing it, but I can't like just lay down and say, "Okay, get out of your body, go towards the door." I tried, maybe one day. But anyway, so this was again right before I woke up, and I'm seeing a dream, and all of a sudden this little demon pops up like in the corner of my screen. And he said, and he was just like the other one, but he was brown with glowing eyes, and the thing, he was different. He was smaller and he was different. And he said, "I'm going to kill you." And I looked at him and I said, "You can't kill me. I'm a child of God." And he screeched and he went off. And then I woke up and I was like, yes, I am so protected.
Why do you think you see demons in your dreams?
Well, I haven't ever before. Now, when I was younger, and I had a Ouija board and I kept it underneath my bed. And there was a little square box where the thing that you push around or it moves itself. I had put cotton in the bottom of it, like to make a bed for it. I knew then that, and I was like 10, this thing has strength and I better make it comfortable. And it was kind of a weird thing, but several times I had something tried choking me, and I literally I could not breathe. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see the demon, but it was trying to choke me. And I yelled out to God and yelled, and it finally went away. And that happened several times. But no, I don't usually see demons. I don't know. I've smoked for 44 years and I'm pretty much quit, and I do vape, and maybe that was the big demon. Maybe the little demon was, I don't know what it was, but I don't know what they represented or what they were doing, but it was like, no, I'm a child of God and you can't kill me. So that was pretty cool.
I want to ask you something. Now, we did a podcast together about Judaism, and a lot of people, I think, that will say that they, when they talk about aliens in the Bible and different stuff like that, they say that Elohim is plural for gods. But I think you said that's not true. Can you expand on that for us?
From what I learned in my classes, and like I said, there's so much. Oh my gosh, there's lifetimes of information. What I learned is that it was characteristics of God. But I did Google it, and under Google, it said gods, but I don't know who was putting that into Google. But that there's different characteristics of God. God is one. Oh, and when the when I said I'm a child of God, I put my head in my hands as we do, and I said, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And that's Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord our God is one. And it's not that there is one God. To us, that's obvious, just one. But that we are one with God. Like we're one with everything. We're one with God, and God is everything. And we've been saying that for it's the year 5,782. So a long time.
All right.
Did I
Well,
answer your question? Usually I see your guest in about 30-minute mark look at you and go, did I answer your question? It's something we're in the middle. They lose track.
that's okay. It sounds like to me that you're unsure of the answer, whether it's gods or characteristics.
I learned it's characteristics. And you look it up, and it's probably other people than Jewish people saying that it's gods, because there's not gods.
Right.
Like the top 10 says, I am the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
You shall have no other gods before me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, not that there might be other entities, because no other gods before me, but no, God is one, and I believe that it's his characteristics.
Next time I have a Bible expert on, I'm going to ask him about that. Is it real? Hopefully I'll remember. Is it really plural gods, or is it characteristics of God? And I wonder if the guest will be able to, like cite some type of source where they're getting that definition from.
If you have any questions, plug it into Google. Now, I didn't go in depth because what I had learned is what I knew that resonated with me. But it will be like Bible Gateway, and that's a Christian site, but it'll say a Jewish name of the site, and so where it's coming from a Christian or from a Jewish source, and so you can do a research on that. When I did my interview with you, some people were saying that my quote of reincarnation was kind of a weak reference.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Jewish, and we don't convert. You'll never wake up on a Saturday and Sunday and see two Hasidic guys with the payas and the black hat, the black coats at the door going, can we come in and talk about the Torah?
Right.
That'll never happen. But the Christian, I did find something very strong, because Christians really, Jews already know there's reincarnation and have known it forever. But the Christian people really have a problem wrapping their heads around it. And I found in Matthew 16, 13 through 14, and this is the King James Version. Sorry. But Jesus asked his disciples, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. So Jesus was Jewish. They already knew about reincarnation for thousands of years. Jesus taught in the temple. Mary came to look for him and said, so this was already knowledge known. And so they were saying either John the Baptist, who was dead at that point, Elijah, Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. So they were saying he was reincarnated as one of these. So that's very, very strong. In 533 AD, the Catholic Church, the Council of Nicaea, banned reincarnation. So, we go back 5,400 years before that. Reincarnation was a full belief. And in the Roman Emperor Constantine on March 3rd, 321 AD, made Sunday the day of rest. So prior to 321, so we're going back So it was 4,000 years before that, up to that point. The Sabbath was always Friday night sunset to Saturday night dark. So it was the Roman Emperor Constantine that changed it from Saturday to Sunday. The Christian after 300 years, 321, Christianity was really starting to make a hold, and so they wanted to do something different as a different day of rest. So,
Well, as we were talking, Shira we did a podcast together, and if you want to watch more, and we talked about Judaism and kind of the things we talk about, go check it out.
yes,
Shira, you had
and I have a little YouTube channel with short videos called "Growth is in the Dirt," and it's my life experience, strength, and hope. And I just hope I help some people.
All right.
While I'm a serial killer.
Right. That was a brilliant costume. All right, I've got to run.
I was thinking you could do best costume and like $10 off your swagwear or free month Patreon thing.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I just don't have it set up.
Yeah. Well, y'all have time now. We got another hour and a half for y'all to put on a costume and show up. So
there you go.
All right, I'm gonna go back in the dark.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Love y'all dearly.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tanya, thank you so much for that super thanks. Happy Halloween to everybody. Happy Halloween to you, and thank you. We love you too. Yeah, you can't hear me. This mic is very directional, so I know I'll try to make sure I stay forward, because if I just turn my head like that, you can't hear me. I thought I put a brand new Discord link there. Let me work on that. I think someone else gave us a super thanks, and I've got to.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello, Straw Ghost Dog.
Hello.
Who made you be? Bragazon Button Up. Thank you for that. Oh, there you are. All right. I like your costume.
Thank you.
Did you change your name? Because usually I thought you're not Straw Ghost Dog.
Yeah, Leonard. Yeah.
Leonard, yeah. How are you today, Leonard?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for showing us your costume.
You're welcome. Yeah, I worked very hard on it.
Yeah.
Not really.
Do you have any, you've told us spiritual stuff. Have you ever had any spooky things happen to you?
Yeah, I have. I wanted to say real quickly about the Elohim thing. If you remember when I experienced God in a really direct way, how I experienced God was that it's not really right to say that God is only one, and it's not really right to say that God is many, because the way God is totally beyond anything like that. So when I hear Elohim, I think maybe that's kind of a way of saying that.
I don't know. I'd have to really look up the quote. I think in the Bible they're talking about man was created by Elohim or something, or man was created in Elohim's image. I don't know what it is, but I think when these people were referring to it, it's basically the gods created man. Yeah,
or God, but they use a plural form when they say it. So that's why there's a lot of debate over it.
Right. And I guess ultimately Elohim is a Hebrew word, and you really have to go back and look up ancient Hebrew to make sure you get the word right.
Yeah, to get the context for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have two good ghost stories. One is a little longer and scarier, and one's a little shorter.
Well, you've got 10 minutes, so you tell me.
Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, let's do the long, scary one.
All right.
I'll try to make it not too long. Okay, so this one house where I was living, one friend owned the house, and two others of us were renting there. And there was all the bedrooms were upstairs, and often I would be there by myself and I would hear cabinets closing downstairs. 1, 2, 3 cabinets. And I pretty quickly realized, oh, there's a ghost, because I've had ghost encounters. Like I told you, the ghost dog. That's why I'm the ghost dog today. Um, and so I didn't really do anything about it or think much about it. And there are other things happening at the same time, and I didn't put them together. I thought it was just coincidence. But I was having a lot of night terrors, which is sleep paralysis, but with a nightmare involved. And they would be things like I would be lying there trying to wake up, and there'd be like a monster crawling up towards my face, and it seemed I could open my eyes, but I couldn't move. So, that was really unnerving. And one time I was lying there and I was dreaming that this, like a giant rubbery mosquito was flapping about. And I got so fed up with it. I was scared, but I was so fed up that I reached out and grabbed it. And I woke up and I grabbed in the air and I felt it in my hand. And it shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and then disappeared while I was holding my hand in the air. So that was a weird thing.
So you actually felt it like a bug in your hand?
Yeah.
Did you squish it and it got all slimy
it
and
felt
squishy?
like it felt kind of like rubber. It didn't have a lot of texture. It was just like something was in my hand. I believe it was my left hand, and it just shrunk and shrunk, and then it was gone. And I don't know if that was just my body slowly waking up. I don't really know what that was, but that was another weird thing.
Do you feel like you were really seeing beings, or do you feel like you were hallucinating them?
I don't know. I mean, I was dreaming.
Right.
Yeah. So
it was kind of because it's not a pure sleep paralysis, because I think sleep paralysis, they stop dreaming and they're just conscious, but they're paralyzed, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I was conscious and paralyzed, but I was still dreaming. Mm-hmm. That's been my experience with sleep paralysis. You can keep dreaming while you're paralyzed. That's what makes it so scary. Well, I guess maybe some people think you're not dreaming, but I think you're dreaming. But is there some sort of negative force behind it? I believe in those all the time. So I think, yeah, there's some sort of negative force. So that was happening. Another weird thing that was happening was I would always sleep with my window open, and I would hear the wind blow, and often it would sound like somebody making ghost noises, like a human being was outside my window going woo. It sounded so human, and it would wake me up when I was sleeping because it sounded so much like a person. So a lot of things like that. I wasn't the only one having scary dreams. Somebody else was having a scary dream. I won't say because I don't want to scare people. So one day I'm up there and I'm working on something, and I hear the cabinets, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's the ghost. And then I say, wait a minute, I should be rational. How do I know somebody didn't break into the house and they're messing around downstairs? Okay. So I went through the motion. So I grab my stick and I go downstairs and check all the windows. See, is there a window open? All the windows are locked. The doors are all locked. There's nobody there. And so I say, so I was kind of irritated that I had to go downstairs and check. And I just said, well, why don't you just show yourself? Why don't you stop sneaking around? I've had enough of this. And nothing happened. But then that night, as I was dreaming, and I would dream things like I would dream shadows, like there were these two shadows I would see in my room, standing shadows, like a couple kids. They weren't always scary. They were strange. So this night I was dreaming that a man came into my room, and he had malice about him. Like I could feel it. It was tangible. And so I'm like, okay, I'm dreaming that a guy's coming in my room. Because I'm usually aware that I'm dreaming, especially back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, wait a minute, no, there really is somebody in my room. And I was alarmed, and I sprung up onto my knees and gave a karate shout, and I had my fists up in a karate thing. I didn't mean to do it, it just happened. And there in the corner of the room, where in my dream there was a man, was about 3.5 feet, a ball of blackness. And it was the room was dark, but it was darker than the room. And it was just, the edges were fuzzy. And I just stared at it, and it was just there, and then it shrunk and it shrunk, all the way down. It was sitting on the floor and shrunk until it was gone. And then I realized the feeling of it, which had been so strong, that malice, was gone too. And I felt good about it, because I felt like, wow, I was protected. Like, I was moved to do this thing that scared the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the morning, I decided to do this thing you can do to clear ghosts. And I believe anybody can do this. But what you do is what I do is I ask God, or divinity, whatever you believe in, the highest thing you believe in, to clean the room, whatever room you're in, of negative energy or negative spirits, or whatever it is. If there are spirits, to help them to move on. And then you surrender it, because you can't tell God what to do, or probably not a good idea to tell God what to do, but you're requesting it, and then you surrender it. So I did that, and I told a friend of mine, that I was the one I was renting from, and I was going to do that too. And he asked me to do his room also, so I did it throughout the house, and it went away. Everything stopped. All the bad dreams people were having stopped. Yeah, and it's something I've done before. It has always worked. And what I realized about a week later was, that the ghost sound stopped, because I just thought that was a complete coincidence. Never happened again. So that's it. That's the end of the story.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Leonard.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Leonard, I got to run. I got people in the
Okay.
room, but thanks for coming and sharing and showing us your costume.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right.
See you later. Bye.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, Merlin is here. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I got to catch up with those super thanks. Thank you much. Michelle, I appreciate that. Did we miss somebody else? I think there was someone else I want to catch up with there. Merlin is here. Maybe he, if you weren't here earlier, Merlin was here on his ghost box. And we said he's going to leave the ghost box on, and if somebody shows up, to come back and maybe we can hear him talking to a ghost or something. Merlin, are you getting some action?
Yes, I think we have a pretty good chance this time, honestly. Yeah. I was just drawing some cards for myself, what I needed to know. I got drew a couple of oracle cards. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. I have my amethyst crystal around, because crystals, this property is good for intuition, third eye. And I think we have a pretty good chance now to get some kind of real-time response. Okay. So I had to clear myself, and so maybe that will help. Let's find out.
All right. So if you weren't here earlier, he has one of these ghost boxes, and recently he had a being speaking through the box. So we're gonna see.
Let's think if that's right. Okay. Is there anybody here? What's your name? Speak.
I thought I heard
Can you be
something.
louder? Can you be louder, please? Touch my hand and talk.
Can you put it closer to the microphone?
On my cell phone, mine's so, it's like, I don't know where the microphone's built in at on my cell phone. So let me know which is louder for you.
That's
Which
better.
side? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak, please? How many souls are in here? How many angels? Give me a number. Give me a number. Can you say the name Jeff? This is your time to speak, so please do so. I heard a voice. I don't know what you heard.
It was interesting. It seemed like the.
Can you be louder, please? Touch my hand and speak, please. Please speak. The lighting's getting weird. I can see it on my phone.
Yeah.
It's like going black, white, black, white. I don't
Right.
know what that's.
I wonder if is
just,
that.
I'm just standing here. I don't know. It's weird. That's odd.
Yeah.
Look, it's dark again. What the heck? What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bright in here. Like, I don't know why this. I think it's. I heard a. What'd you say? Here, maybe slide it a little bit this way so I can hear. What did you say? How many angels or gods are in the room right now, please? Can you give me a number, please? 1, 2. That is weird. I've never seen that on my phone like this, like black, white, black, white. I don't know what you're hearing. I can barely hear. You can probably hear better than me. So if you hear anything,
it's just kind of a pulsing kind of.
Can you say a number? How many gods are here? Give me a number, real loud, please.
Are you an angel? Are you a spirit guide?
I heard voices. Did you hear anything? Here, maybe can you hear it better if I hold it like this?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Just making sure this is the best, because I want you to be able to hear this. Because I heard some voices. I hope this is the best spot for you. When I get paid on the 3rd, I'm gonna get me a portable speaker so I can put it in here. It'll amplify the sounds. That way you have no doubt. Can you? I heard. What did you say?
Oh, I
Did you
heard
hear that?
Yeah, I heard something that time. I heard a voice.
Okay. What's your name? Are there any angels? Are you an angel? Yes or no?
Barely heard something that time.
Can you be louder? Can you say Jeff? That was radio. Can you say Jeff? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What did you think you heard?
I don't know.
Can you be louder and say Jeff, please? Say Jeff. Let me sweep. That's a notification. That's a leak project notification I got going on there. Okay, I'm gonna sweep in one more. This is sweeping in the forward. I'm gonna sweep in the back now. Sweep reverse instead.
Okay.
See if that helps.
It does sound like a woman's voice to me.
Yes, it's the same voice, isn't it? Okay, this is reverse now. See what we get here. That was radio.
Now it sounds like that. Oh, I said that sounded like a guy's voice that time.
No, I think that was the radio. But if you ask for a specific number, how many angels are around me right now? Can you answer me, please? This is your time to speak. Can you say Jeff?
I heard something.
Can you say Jeff again, louder, please? Say Jeff, please. What is my name? Is my mom here?
I heard something again. I don't know what that was.
I don't know why it's louder on the live stream on Facebook. I don't know why you can hear it clearly there, but not on Zoom. This is so weird. And I really don't. My phone's like it's a Motorola.
Yeah.
Mystic Indigo, and the way they built it, I can't really tell where the microphone piece is. Maybe if I take hold on. I got a protection here. Box. Take that protector off. Hold on. Okay. Now I took the cover off. Maybe I can find out what the speaker is.
Now, while he's setting that up, I want to let everybody know that I still have the remote viewing object for tonight. The remote viewing object is in my hand, and I'll keep it in my hand if that helps you locate the object. And I guess I'll show you the object after we finish here with Merlin. And maybe you can get the shape, maybe you can get the color, maybe you can try to figure it out. But I have it here with me, so if you want to remote view this.
I took the box protector off, so it should be louder now. Can you hear it better?
It doesn't seem any different sound.
Okay.
Wow, now it's really loud.
Well, it's idle. That's not sweeping right here.
Oh.
I can sweep faster though. Hold on. Try that one. Feel free to ask questions, Jeff. I'm gonna try to concentrate here.
Is anybody there? Is anyone with us? Are there any angels here? Are there any guides here? Are there any spirits here? All right, Merlin, I don't know. We had something for a while. And I don't know.
Yeah. With this, like, you see these ghost shows, they literally have like hours of footage and they condense it into like, like I had like 8 hours of footage and condense it into one. But that's why my live stream was long, 16 minutes. It takes a while to actually get response because it's so hard for these spirits and ancestors to interact with us. Because can you imagine not having a body and you require energy and you're trying to interact with something more solid than you are at the time? It's just really difficult. That's why they draw energy.
Right.
So it's not nefarious, but I recommend if you don't have one, get one. You can prove it to yourself. I'm serious.
Right. I agree with you. And I think you're right about that. It takes the spirits a lot of energy to be able to come through to us.
And yeah, and like those people in the comments said, it is dangerous for them to draw energy. So I don't recommend that. But trust me, over a decade of studying this, I have safeguards that I do after these things. Cleanse myself and my aura and all that stuff. So don't worry, guys. I'm fine. I promise. Trust me, I've been doing this for a while now. So don't worry. No worries, guys.
All right. Well, Merlin, we appreciate your efforts. Thank you for trying.
Maybe next time
we'll
get something.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All righty.
Take care.
You too, sir.
All right. Before I bring Christiane in, I'm going to bring her in a second. This was the remote viewing object. That looks like a praying skeleton. So I don't know if you got this or not. And I don't know if anybody was saying it. Someone said square and yellow. A black cat. I see another one. It's a white and black skeleton. It's a little plant, like a little succulent plant. I hope you guys got that, but that was today's remote viewing object. We got it from Trader Joe's a long time ago. You know what Trader Joe's is? It's like a little grocery store. So I hope. Oh, someone said that. Someone said skeleton. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Wow, look at this costume. This looks awesome.
You like it? I had the perfect costume.
Yeah, that looks great. Are you there? You're kind of you're freezing.
You're
freezing a little bit.
I just wanted to show some support with the mask, but I wasn't dressed up, so.
Thank you for that. And everybody, this is Christiane. And did we post your podcast this week, or was it last week?
We did this week, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I got a lot of comments, right? A lot of positive comments.
It did. I think I got over like 300 comments.
Well, that's
and
amazing.
Thank you, anybody who's watching who commented in. I appreciate it. I'll put the hat on, so I'm still supporting the little costume.
All right, so. Thank you.
But yeah, I just wanted to pop in, say hi, show some support.
Thank you.
Everybody's out partying today, but I'm in my bed. So.
Did a lot of people contact you personally from it?
Some people did, and they gave me some insight to other people who have been through the same. Really, education was very helpful for me. And what struck me most actually is, now I'm a major Harry Potter fan, or so I thought, because there's a scene that I think like 3 or 4 people mentioned that I totally forgot about. And I don't know if my brain just didn't accept the part that I was reading or seeing, but in the 3rd Harry Potter movie, Harry goes back in time and saves himself, and he thinks it's his dad, but it's really him because they have the same Patronus spell. And I was like, I literally totally did not even remember that part of the movie existed. So now I'm like wondering if J.K. Rowling had a situation or an experience that she was putting into her book. Oh, so interesting.
That would be amazing if she did, and we could get her on the show. That'd be awesome.
Messaging her right now. No, I'm just kidding. She ain't gonna answer me.
And now it all makes sense why you would want Emma Stone to play you.
Yeah, well, I'm a Watson. I just really love her. I actually love her more in Little Women than I do in Harry Potter, but we have the same personality.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So you gonna go out tonight and party or what?
Oh no. I actually am. My asthma is not good today, so I will be home. Despite being childless, I am already in my bed. So I got my bag of snacks and my TV that I'm going to watch for the first time in 9 months. So wish me luck.
What does that what does that say behind you?
It's a Slytherin.
Oh, Slytherin. Okay. Like I only saw the end of it. And I thought it said Merlin.
No,
Oh,
it says Slytherin.
Oh, that's cool. So
Harry
you
Potter.
are a Harry Potter fan. That's great.
I am, which is why, again, it's so crazy that until they said that, I had to go back in the book and rewatch the movies because my brain literally would not take in that part. And I wonder if that's why, because I hadn't done all that yet. I had no idea. So crazy.
Yeah, I've seen them all. When you said that, it kind of brings me up. I don't remember which movie that was, but I have seen them all.
The third day was the third one.
The third one. Aren't they going to
Yeah,
make?
the one with the buckbeak, the giant bird.
Are they going to make any more of those films? Like, isn't she writing like a new story?
That I don't know. All I know is, and most people get really upset when I say this, but I will not watch Fantastic Beasts. I will not watch anything that they've put out. It's just not the same. So I don't bring it my attention. Like I have The Cursed Child and I have all of the movies for Fantastic Beasts, but I will not watch them personally. I don't know, it's like a personal thing for me. Like, how dare you?
Are you watching the prequels to Game of Thrones? The new prequel
I have
that's
not
out.
yet, but I do want to. I do want to because I'm just hoping they give it a little bit better of it writing than they did the final season of Game of Thrones because someone like read the books and didn't get to finish them obviously because they were never done. They did my girl Daenerys very dirty, so I want to see them do a little better with the prequels, but I have not seen them yet.
I haven't either. I just thought maybe you're kind of a fantasy Middle Earth type of person. So what about the Rings of Power?
I am, but I don't really watch TV. That's the thing. I don't watch TV or movies.
Right.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a be in the world kind of person,
Right. All right, Christiane. Well, thank you so much for coming in and supporting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Happy Halloween, everyone.
All right. Happy Halloween. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gone. All right. So somebody wanted me to put a new Discord link into the Discord. So let me give you a brand new one. Let me get a fresh one. Start it over again. People. I'm going to go back over here to Discord. People maybe. Paste. All right, now that should be a brand new one there. So for those of you who are wanting a brand new one, should be a brand new one. And we got Mr. Cake today. All right, Mr. Cake. Mr. Cake is our most dedicated contributor. He's never missed a show. I wish I had I knew all the numbers. I guess I could go back and count them all. But it'd be nice to know what, Steven's show number, whatever. All right, there he is.
Yeah, I never get to test.
How are
God
you?
bless. Darling, I love your outfit, darling. You're wonderful. I love the audience.
I love yours too. It looks either very 80s.
Yeah, he dressed as a guy who's ready for winter. He's out there shivering out in the cold. God told me to stand out at the stoplight for an hour, and I got a little cold, so I put something on.
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of a snow skier.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'll just wear something. It doesn't matter what I do on this show. They love me anyway.
They really do.
Oh, well, it's not like I'm on Hollywood Squares again. I've been on this show long enough. We need to do something else.
So what's new with you this week? What do you got new for us? What's new with mother and father gave you anything?
Well, they gave me all these gifts now. Now I can just go up to people. They want me to bless everyone and everything. So I just go up to people all the time. I'm going up, blessing them. They gave me all these skills, abilities. I can juggle. Everything is so natural. There was a party. I want to be appreciated though. And no one was dancing. So I just went up there and started dancing. I just danced, darling. I just started dancing. I wouldn't have done that normally, but.
Interesting that you said that you want to be appreciated, because I would think maybe you want to forget about the ego.
Well, we all need something in life. So it's not, there's what we want, but then there's what we need. And so I need a support system. I need a woman in my life. I need dental work done. There's things that I need to get my life together. And I need to be appreciated. That's why I always say I always appreciate your comments, because that's what I need.
Right. Well, there's 220 people out there. So if half are women, there are 110 men.
Thank you, darling.
110 women.
Well, they said
He's
they
a
would.
single guy. There's 100.
Yeah, they said they would find me one.
They said one.
Yeah, they said don't go after. Don't try to find one. We'll get you. That's what they told me.
So what type of girl are you looking for? What is
one that's on board with God's will. Yeah. She's got to be on board with God's will.
That's your only requirement?
Well, there's obviously I'm attractive. So it's like, what men want and what women want is different, later. I'm doing something right now. Yeah.
You like blondes, brunettes?
Don't worry about that. They're taking care of it. Yeah, they just want people to get on board. They want people to pray, ask God, help me. They want it with everything. They want to help you with everything. They want to help you with golfing. They want to help you with getting clothes. They want, they want to be in your life because they love you.
All right. You're already getting you're already getting comments there. I see 3 comments looking for a man.
Yeah. And then they want, and then you turn around and you say, hey, God, what do you need? Mm-hmm. And then they want everyone doing everything out of love and kindness. That's what they want. So,
have you been putting up any new videos lately?
Just here and there, but not a lot.
Yeah. What kind of content are you producing? Are you dancing, juggling, telling jokes?
Let me take a look. Let me take a look, darling. I got my channel. All right. I just put up a Trump impression and I danced to Thriller, darling. It's wonderful.
That would be interesting, as if you could see Donald Trump dancing to Thriller.
We're coming back, folks. Big time here, folks. That's another thing. It used to take effort for me to do Donald Trump. Now I can just do it effortless. Like, everything is effortless for me. I can snap, I can dance, I can sing, I can do whatever. And I kept asking people, I made a list, like, what impressions do people want to see? And then people kept saying Morgan Freeman. So I had to work on it. I said, everyone asked me what impression they'd like to hear. And they kept telling me Morgan Freeman. So I worked and worked every day until I got it down. So I could come on this podcast and talk to you like this. Thank you, Jeff, for having me on.
2 people are asking you to juggle.
Can we do it right now? I don't know if that would work.
You think you can throw us?
I'll just check my YouTube channel for that. Because the camera is better.
Can you sit and juggle, like while you're sitting there? Can you sit?
I can move. I can. Oh man, they upped my juggling skills. It's not just. It's my body movement. Like I can move like a robot now. It's like, hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's like like everything. It looks unnatural when I record. I go, it looks unnatural. I just wrote like a list of I don't know if it's probably can't see it too well, but. Like it's just a big list of like all these impressions, and I'm still adding. And I just go up to people and say, "Would you like to hear anything?" Because some people like it, some people don't. But yeah, everyone needs to, because it's when you feel loved, then you want to reciprocate. Right. And yeah, so people need to feel loved. That's
Interesting
the key.
That you brought that up. Do you think you could ever just give love without reciprocating?
That's what I'm doing every day. That's what I'm doing every day. I go out there and I just bless everyone. Yep. I'm in the 40 days in the desert with it's like your own personal demon. Like we all have like the angel and the demon on our shoulder. And the demon just says, hey, I want what's best for you. God wants this. God wants this. But hey, like their joke was like, hey, I don't want the space shuttle to explode. But if it does, I want a front row seat to see that thing go off. It's like that kind of attitude.
What do you think about Ouija Ouija board since we've been talking about those tonight?
Yeah, there are a lot of spirits. I have a lot of spirit activity. Like if I sit in my bed, like it's getting pressed down, it's getting moved. It's like, the pop cans are just snapping, and it's like someone was talking about like knocking. Like I was getting all these knocking. Someone said, "There's someone knocking in your room," and I ran up there. I'm like, nobody's up there.
The lady gave me some cigarettes.
They're like, yeah, someone's pounding in your room, and I'm like, I ran up. No one was up there.
No, but I mean,
Yeah, so this stuff is happening all the time for me.
But I mean, have you ever used a Ouija board?
No, I refuse to. Yeah, and they don't even want me talking to animals anymore. I said, I could talk to animals. They said no, just talk, because we have father, and basically, they say mother or Mary, and she says, just talk to me. Just say what I want to say. Don't talk to animals. You don't need to talk to them. It's just fun that I could see the energies, like chiropractors. I could see the healing energy. I was like, that's awesome. Yeah, they're putting love and healing in there.
I remember that you were saying last time that you talk to dogs now and cats.
Yeah. They don't want me to do that.
Why?
But I'm in training right now. Yeah, right now they just want me to go around, talk to people, bless people. That's really it. That's what they're having me do right now.
Now, didn't you say last week that they're I think Mother was kind of helping you communicate with Monique?
Yeah. So they don't want me talking to spirits either, but like they'd rather have it be a relay from Mother Mary, instead of me directly talking to spirits. And that's a problem with a lot of psychics, is that they're just they're not relaying it from God. They're going, so there's a lot of deception going on there. There's a lot of, if you want to say, demon activity or whatever. But they do have an awakened third eye. So I have an awakened third eye right now.
All right. It was weird. I took my thing off because I was hearing some kind of weird noise. I couldn't tell if it was coming from where I am or from the speaker. Someone's wanting you to do Yoda.
Yoda, wise you are not. Smart you must become. To become Jedi, you must defeat Darth Vader. Yay!
What about
That's like a Kermit the Frogger. Kermit the Frog. I'm not Yoda, I'm Kermit.
What about Yoda talking to Obi-Wan? Have a conversation.
Obi-Wan, I've been in this desert for too long. Just give me a lightsaber so I can slash off someone's arm. I was like, I don't like hiding so much. Want to go pod racing? God, right. Otterton, get down, Otterton. I fight the Sith. You know what? I had a conversation with Father God about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he said George Lucas was trying to tell everyone about another universe that he was in, because there's all these dimensions going on, where he played Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. And he was trying to tell everyone the story.
Wow.
And the Emperor promised him a lot more than he got. And that's why he was so upset. Promised him all these abilities to go to the dark side.
And so that's kind of a metaphor for George Lucas's life.
Yeah. So like this world will end eventually, and then we can go to another world, so Earth won't go on, at least the way we know it right now. In one way it will, and in another way it's not. But people join another game, so to speak, and then they can. And I kind of mentioned that. It's like I asked about UFOs, and they said we don't need to talk. But they said they were like the one I saw. They said they're just testing something. It's like a backstage crew, like going out and testing things.
Interesting.
Someone wants to hear my Indian accent. Thank you for coming on to my show, my friends. I will become your technician, your shopkeeper, your cabbie. I will do everything you want. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Oh, somebody wants Al Pacino.
Marty, I don't do that one, Marty. But I just got back from 1985. Donald Trump's running for president again, Marty. Oprah Winfrey is running mate. Yeah, it's just media's taking over everything, Marty, in the future. Biff Tannen, forget about him, Marty. He lives in manure now. We don't need to worry about him anymore.
Well, Stephen, I gotta do what I gotta do.
You
I've
gotta
got
do what you gotta do, man. You know,
someone in
love coming on
line.
here. Love everyone now, man. You're all awesome. So keep on keeping on. You know, me and John, we're gonna keep writing songs. You know. All right. God
Hi,
bless
brother.
everyone.
God
Have a good
bless
night.
you. Have a great
Bye.
night. Oh, Lindsay Marie. Happy belated birthday. Hope you had an amazing day. And next up is Melinda. So I think I got the new Discord link there. I hope whoever wanted that earlier, that was working for you. All right, hello, Melinda. I like your costume.
Thanks.
Thank you for showing. Thank you for showing up. It looks like you're a motorcycle rider.
Of course.
Cool.
So anyhow,
Mhm.
I'm Minnie Rapunzel.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if everybody remembers my story about the dog and how I had prayed that God could fill that hole in my heart with another dog. And here we have Kevin,
Oh,
the puppy sit that I get to babysit.
he's
Because remember,
beautiful.
I had went to people's house and the little dog come out barking just like my Michael would have done, and they're yelled Kevin, and so here's my little miracle that
Now you're just dog sitting, or he's gonna be? He's not a
no, I'm
friend.
just city because
Oh.
if it eats, breathes, or poops, I won't have it.
Oh.
because I was so hurt, losing my dogs. I can't handle losing
Right.
my dogs and that. So
Well, I hope that you can heal and you can get a dog again, full time, a forever home.
he has healed. That's when I was praying. I was like, I know you can fill this hole in my heart, God. And it really has. Just being able to get Kevin anytime I want,
Mhm.
um, has healed that hole in my heart. I still miss Michael. I still, I do still miss him in that, but it's not the same as it was. But I wanted to tell everyone thank you for coming on and sharing all your stories. And I purchased a couple other books on recommendations.
Mhm.
I'm so fascinated by accounts of people and their authenticity on your show. I really dig it, man. I dig it.
Cool. Yeah, you know what? I learned a long time ago that everybody has an interesting story.
Right.
Really, everybody does, and I'm hopefully I can help them share that when they're my guests.
Well, you've definitely helped so many people. You've helped me. My mind has expanded, and I was already on a path of trying to understand more about what's going on in the afterlife, what happens. Um, you know, Not exactly, because, and that's true. Like my intuition always said, not everybody's experience is the same. And so from hearing all of the NDE people and astral projection and all that, it's affirmed for me that no person has the exact same experience.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much I've learned and grown thanks to you and your show and your guests, because
Mm-hmm.
without guests that you have and people sharing, and I so love that some of your guests come back and come on the Saturday nights, and I've been able to interact with a lot of them and become friends, and that on Facebook, so to speak, friends.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
It's amazing. Um I totally dig um Sharon Milliman.
Yeah, she's great.
Yes. And when she was on earlier, like when she was on the podcast before, I had done a friend request to her, and then after this last one, she accepted my friend request, made my whole day. Because she's such a lovely soul. She really has an awesome message, and
Yes.
there's so much more that she has to tell. I know.
Yeah, I mean, and we even in my first podcast talked about so much. I mean, just amazing to survive getting. And she said that she got struck by lightning 4 times.
Right. Yeah.
So, that's pretty amazing because I think recently, I think it was in Washington, D.C., 1 or 2 people were killed by getting struck by lightning.
Well, I know a lot of people don't live through it, and hear tell the ones that do kind of wish they didn't sometimes because it's extremely painful from what I understand. Not something I want to experience. So
Yeah.
that's for sure. But thank you. Thank you guys. Thanks for having us on.
Well, thank you for participating and thanks for showing us Kevin.
Absolutely.
He looks like a sweet dog and he's real relaxed and happy in your arms.
Yeah, we're happy together. It's a true love story.
There you go. I whenever I see a person, it's almost like if you want to see a great example of unconditional love, when you see like a person with a dog and they're so happy, they're both happy to see each other. That's like that unconditional love to me.
Right. And his mom laughs because I'll send her pictures and she's like, he's smiling. So definitely. Well, thank you and happy Halloween, everyone. I love everyone.
Thank you. We love you too. Oh, she's gone. All right, so we don't have a lot of time. Here real quick. We're supposed another previous guest wanted to come. Been telling him the time, and I'm not sure what happened to him. But I don't see any message. Let's see what's happening. A guest I had named David Cobb. He was on about a couple months ago, and he was going to come back and talk about it. It just goes that way, where people want to come, and then it just doesn't work out, or they forget, or who knows what. But we're here every Saturday night, so he'll know where we're at if he wants to come by and tell us next Saturday. All right, so we're still working on the merch. I had some ideas as far as artwork. We're not 100% there, but I've been working on that, and so hopefully we can get that together as soon as possible. I think we narrowed it down, and when I spoke to you guys last week, we kind of narrowed it down to 3 things we're going to start with, and that's pajamas, a t-shirt, and a coffee mug. And so that's what we're working on, and hopefully we can get that up. And then, as I also mentioned, I want to add something for all the people that are members, and maybe like on the different membership levels, I'll give you like a bigger discount. Like if you're whatever, you get this % off, so that that will hopefully give more to the people who are already members, and let them know that at least I want to give them more value for it. Have I seen the great movie Steam Boy? I have not. I have not seen that. Around here, and we have about 15 minutes left. So if you want to get in and show us your costume or chit chat about something, I'm here for another 15 minutes before it's over. A lot of times people show up at the end. I usually will finish when there's the last guest here, and then that's it. And sometimes, all of a sudden in the last 5 or 10 minutes, it gets really busy, and so I end up going like 30 minutes over. But for right now, it's me and all of you, me and all 236 of you are here. That means there should be 2.36 people waiting to get in. And that's a low percentage, 1%. Let's see, what else do I have? share with you. I didn't come up with any news. I was talking about last time. There was some kind of UFO story I wanted us to talk about last week, and I never got to it. You know what? Basically, every day this week, I have so far scheduled an NDE guest, except this person. What we tell you. It's a very unique. It's AAGE. I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that. Age. But he looked pretty interesting, and he sent me a bunch of stuff. And I have time, I'll talk. Moto G Pure. We'll see who Moto G Pure is. Sounds like a motorcycle, right? He has a spiritual science. His book is Spiritual Science, Higher Conscious something. Hello, Moto G Pure. I like your costume.
I'm a Yeti.
Who are you?
It's Tina.
Oh, it's Tina. Hey, Tina. Oh, that's right. You're Bigfoot. Oh, she's frozen. Now, Tina has been a guest twice. She's had multiple NDEs, and she's been having Bigfoot contact lately. So it's so perfect for her to have a Bigfoot costume. Fortunately, she's frozen. You're not frozen. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
I was bragging about you, saying that you've had multiple NDEs and Bigfoot contact. So it's only perfect that you have a Bigfoot costume.
That's right.
Have you had any contact recently?
Oh, I'm going in the woods right now.
Uh-oh. In a Bigfoot costume.
Yeah.
You're not scared?
No.
Is this like the area of the woods where you usually have contact?
Yeah.
That would be...
This is where recently I was walking with my 5-year-old granddaughter, and I looked to the left of me, and there was a silver Sasquatch, a big one, walking next to us. Oh gosh, this was 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh.
And and then it walked ahead of us. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, it actually looks lighter out there than I expected for being in the dark. I guess the sun's reflecting on the cloud. I mean, the moon's reflecting on the clouds.
Yeah. So
that would be so amazing if a Bigfoot shows up, because we would have it on camera.
Right, but it's dark. And well, okay, so Merlin's reading was so spot on for me tonight, because if you noticed, I haven't commented the show. I haven't been doing TikToks. I've just been hiding out.
Yeah, we haven't.
After,
I was gonna say, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Oh, I went into a deep state of depression.
Okay.
And it's not, after you have an NDE, people, get depressed and they get suicidal and stuff like that. It's not like that. It's just, I had some dark, I guess, toxic interactions with some people, and it just made me remember where I am in this earth life, and it just made me feel very alone and not loved. And seeing the world the way it is, and it was all that glow and love I got in that last near-death experience just diminished, and there wasn't any way out of it. I just have been going through it and feeling it and sitting with it, and which is, you know, it is what it is.
Somebody typed, "Watch out, Tina, the real Yeti may fall in love with that blue hair."
Woo! Yeah, I've never been in this far in the dark, but I feel brave having you guys with me. So I was very depressed, and I had 2 surgeries, one on each leg, and I wasn't going to the woods, and these woods are like right next to where I live. So I was walking my dogs in here about a week ago, or maybe a little bit more than that, but they bent a tree down.
Okay.
And made me a message, and it actually looked like a nest. It was like sticks in a kind of like a square, almost circle.
Did you post that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
That kind of snapped me out of it. So
you know what I was thinking is somebody may see you in the woods from a distance and think they're seeing Bigfoot.
I hope so. Because that's what my Bigfoot people have told me, that I have another incarnation of me is a Yeti person, right now. So,
like a twin. Are you saying?
Yeah, here's that tree.
Oh yeah.
See the teeth marks?
No, can you put it up closer? I don't see the teeth marks. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, that's the tree they put down. I've never really seen any Sasquatch evidence here, but this tree was up and they put it down.
Are you near the nest?
Yeah. Yep. So it got messed up. Something came in and destroyed everything, and I made this one. So, but the original nest is on my TikTok and my YouTube, which is my Bigfoot teacher. So yeah, that snapped me out of it. I haven't really been nearly so sad and depressed since. And
well, that's good.
That's the message of the Sasquatch, is that it is time for humanity to change their hearts and cut out the BS with all the greed and stepping on top of each other to get to the top. There is no top.
I like that. There is no top.
You're just stepping on each other because you like it. Just knock it off.
Tina is in Texas. Are you in Kilgore? Are you in Longview or Tyler?
Tyler.
She's in Tyler, Texas. That's kind of northeast Texas, probably about an hour from Louisiana?
It is an hour and a half from Shreveport.
An hour and a half from Shreveport, and probably like 2.5 from Dallas, or an hour and a half from Dallas?
Yep, it's exactly an hour and a half to Dallas, exactly an hour and a half to Shreveport.
Which one do you travel to more often, Dallas or Shreveport?
Dallas.
Yeah.
My sister's there. And that's an interesting story how I ended up in Tyler is I was adopted, I didn't know anything about my dad, but he found me when I was 30, and his middle name is Tyler, but that's what everybody calls him. And he had retired here to Tyler, and I had named my son Tyler. And so that's how I ended up coming here. Now my dad has passed away, so
and now you're in Tyler.
now I'm in Tyler.
I don't know if you saw, I had 2 guests that were from Shreveport recently.
Really? Yeah, no, I've been in a depression. You know, today I finally started watching your show again. I haven't watched YouTube or anything
Oh, I'm glad you're
in
better.
months. Yeah, no, it's been a funk, like really hit me hard. So
Now, how far are you from civilization? I mean, how far are you into the woods?
well, I was like maybe 2 or 3 city blocks in.
Are you
But now there's civilization through there. I don't know if you could see that.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad you're walking back.
Yeah, this is a bad neighborhood.
Oh.
There, you know, I was searching the river bottoms just out of boredom because my daughter was using my car. Hers broke down, so I was like stuck at home. So I started exploring the river bottoms. I found a whole car cut up with a blowtorch dumped in this river. I mean, you have to. It's like incredibly hard to get down into this river. And I'm like, who would cut up a whole freaking car like that and drag it down here?
Wow. What river is that there?
I don't know. I think it's called Indian Creek.
Creek.
It's not on the maps though.
Something small then. Sometimes creeks can be real deep.
Yeah, this one I think is more storm runoff because sometimes there's water and sometimes there's not.
Well, I'm glad you're back out of your funk. I'm hoping that we'll start seeing you a bunch again, you know. You just disappeared.
I know. And then I thought, God, I got to go on with my Sasquatch get up because it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. Is it just a mask or is it your whole body?
Let's see. Can you see that?
All right.
I got a braided beard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Well, I'm going to wear it when I mountain bike.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Because that's how that's how I met the Sasquatch, was mountain biking.
I was going to say, for those of you that don't know, Tina, I think you wrecked your mountain bike. She had a mountain bike crash, and that's when she saw Bigfoot. Or was it is that what caused you to crash? You saw Bigfoot and then crashed?
No, that's not what caused me to crash, but it did cause me to go very slowly through the woods. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have seen the Sasquatch, because usually I'm zipping through there and the sun had just gone down, and I didn't want to be out there after dark. It was Father's Day, and there wasn't anybody in there. So.
All right, Tina. Well, thank you for coming and sharing your costume with us. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you're back.
Hey, love you guys.
All right, we love you too. Have a great evening. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, y'all.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, that was Tina. We hadn't seen her in a long. Nice to see her check back in. All right, so before I go, Discord is kind of like Facebook but different. You can go there. I've set it up, and you can go there. You can chat with each other. So what you do is you go to discord.com and you download, I guess you sign up. It's all free, and I think you end up getting like a little Discord thing. And if you're on your phone, you get the little Discord app or whatever. Once you get that, you sign up. Then you use the link that I put in the description, and that gets you to my Discord server, which is basically like my Discord chat rooms. And then you once you're there, there's like, I don't know how many, 400 and something people there. I don't know if they're all going to be there right now, but I think this is a great idea for people who are after this. If you're still wanting to hang out, you guys can go hang out in the Discord server, and you have like-minded people, and we have a great chat going. Anyways, once you're there, you can video chat, you can voice chat, you can post memes or post whatever links. You can you can type stuff. Obviously, you can type stuff, but also one of the rooms is called services, and people like Merlin, who was here earlier, he offers free readings there, and sometimes there's some guests or some other people, other audience members, that they also offer free services. I don't know who's doing what anymore. I don't stay caught up with it too much, but you can go there, and sometimes whoever's giving a free service, they'll say, hey, I'm doing free readings or doing free healings or whatever. And then maybe you can, they're wanting to practice their skills. And if you're someone who does something that you want to practice, the whole thing is set up so everything's free. So if you want to give like a free reading, or if you're into like free healings or whatever, then, and you're looking for people to practice with, then you can make a post in the settings, in the services room, and say, hey, I do this. Does anybody want a free healing or whatever? And then people can approach you. So I hope that explained that. Once again, we got a lot of NDEs coming up. Oh, I was mentioning the guy that's AAG. He has a book called Spiritual Science, Higher Conscious Thinking, and How to Access the Universal Consciousness. So we'll be talking about his book and other spiritual stuff. And that'll probably be posted Thursday or Friday. And so that's basically it. Guys, thank you so much for coming and being with us. We wish you all a happy and safe Halloween on Monday night. We appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us, and we love you guys. We wish you the best. God bless you, and good night.